Good evening, everyone. My name is Terrence Love. Welcome to Steamers Jazz at Campus Jax. And for those of you who didn't know, this is an after Grammy party. You know, unfortunately, the guys didn't win, but they were nominated, and Arturo has 10 more of them anyway, right? It's still going to be a party. And I'm going to go out of order here because the leader of the band, Tony Guerrero, needs to be on stage. No? All right. Okay. Well, anyway, before I introduce the band, I want to tell you that Jack Jasper has been doing this Feed the Need for a very long time, and during COVID, they served over 18,000 meals to people, and we do have CDs available for Arturo's CD there, and Leah Booth, who will be here. Leah Booth will be here next Thursday. Mark your calendars for that. And let's see, what else do I have on the agenda? Okay, let's just introduce the band. Jeremy Siskind on the piano. Brian Taylor on the drums. Miles Jensen on the guitar. Jason Fabus over there on the saxophone. Tony Guerrero sitting on a chair out there. And Lyman Medeiros on the bass. And before the band plays, I want to bring up Tim Ellis, who started this whole thing and got this thing together with the MetaJAX label and the Grammy-nominated Arturo Sandoval in this group.
Thank you, Terrence Love. So, you know, the last 3 years have, for me, been the wildest time of my life. You know, you think you're kind of doing something and going a certain direction, or you have an idea or something, and then it just kind of, like a roller coaster or one of those wild rides, takes a twisting, turning thing that, you know, what was going to be a couple weeks turned into now we're about 3 years into doing things differently here at Campus Jax. And so, interestingly enough, all this started when we created a live streaming show, because I don't know anything about what happens back there, and frankly, up until the pandemic dropped, we were just like kind of passive investors here. We loved the music, we'd have friends play sometimes and things like that, we'd come in and enjoy it. Pandemic fell, March 20, 2020, sitting back there at that booth, Jack Jasper came over. Jack, who's the principal, who has done the, you know, if you're familiar with Jack Shrimp, he had those restaurants for 28 years down on PCH and around town. And he said, "Oh, they're shutting us down." And like, what? Yeah, because, you know, if you remember back in those so long ago, there would be like, you know, oh, you're going to be able to have 50% and 25%, and then on this Thursday or on the 20th, they told us that no, they're going to shut you all down. On kind of a crazy whim, I just thought, well, what are we going to do? And he goes, what are we going to do? I said, we're going to produce a show, kind of like a TV streaming show with jazz. And the reason is because we already had Terrence Love and Tony Guerrero were doing great things, just getting started, because in 2018 is when we had, 2016 we had our first jazz act, but it was, you know, we were just very casual jazz folks then. And in 2018 we brought in Tony Guerrero, started performing all the time, and then Terrence Love joined in, and it became Steamers Jazz at Jax, which is incredible. And now here we were in 2020, and all I know how to do is make shows. And, you know, kind of TV-style shows, that type of a thing. So that's what we did, starting on Sunday nights. And everybody on this stage, except I don't think Jeremy or Brian, but the rest of you guys were all on that show at one point. Every Sunday night, we would interview people remotely, and they'd be coming in from some of them from Europe and from back east and all over the place. And great jazz players. And come June, we were still kind of locked down, but they let us go outside. So we said, well, what are we going to do with this now? We started going outside, and we did concerts outside, out in the parking lot. Then after that, we added a tent. Next thing you know, we were like in full production out there. And again, most of you guys played, but we literally had hundreds of jazz players from all over playing here because we were the only thing open. We made so many friends. And during that time, one of the friends we made on our Sunday night show happened to be Arturo Sandoval. Now, I'm going to tell Tony's crazy story, and I'll tell this in 60 seconds. Here's how it went down. Arturo, who is prolific on Facebook, he posted this himself playing. Tony took that piece that Arturo played, and he composed and orchestrated all around it, recorded it, posted it, tagged Arturo, and Arturo goes, "What? This is me. What is going on here? Who's this Tony Guerrero?" And so he reached out to Tony. They became friends. Tony brought Arturo on the show, the Sunday night show, the first time, and then he was on 2 more times. And in May 2020, it was the first time we said, you know what? We ought to make an album with Arturo Sandoval. And I said, yes, we should make an album of Arturo Sandoval. And now, meanwhile, I had gotten really involved in blockchain technology and crypto. I come from music, got into television, now add that crypto element. And in May 2020, I said, hey, this will be the first NFT album that could win a Grammy. That was a long time ago. People had no idea what an NFT was at that point. The next year, they learned what it was. Now, we didn't win. We'll have to give it another try. But we did get nominated. So that was pretty special. And meanwhile, we've done other albums, and we started this label, MetaJAX, and we're doing jazz here all the time. We're adding to what's going on here on this campus. And I'm going to tell you a little later about something else. Tonight we have several surprises that we've got for you. Arturo and Marianella will be here momentarily. They were coming from the Grammys. We hurried down right after the show. And but they'll be here. We've got some cool things happening. But till then, these great guys are going to make some music. So go ahead. Take it away, guys. Thank you for being here.
Say hey to Miles Jensen on guitar. Miles. Jeremy Siskin, piano. Lyman Medeiros, upright bass. Brian Taylor on the drums. I didn't think I'd be singing tonight, but do you mind if I sing this one out? Let's take it from the top, boys. Let me tell you what a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. There's a big fat smile on my face for the whole human race. Yes, it's almost like being in love. Oh, that music of life seems to me like a bell. You got a bell? That's ringing for me from that way that I feel when that bell starts to peal. I could swear I was falling. Oh, baby, I'm falling. It's almost like being in love. Yes, it's almost like being in love. And that's the band. Hello, and good evening. Campus Jax and Mr. Arturo Sandoval. I think the only thing I'll say, because I'm sure we could all share stories and memories, but this music to all of us is obviously important, but it's also filled with inspiration. When we were young students, we would get inspired. Like I think all of us probably have been asked the story, so what made you pick up the drums? What made you pick up the guitar? What made me pick up the saxophone was actually Sammy Butera with Louis Prima. That was my first inspiration. Okay, yeah, give it up for Sammy. But when it really kick-started for me was in high school, because I got these records from a teacher that were during the Verve era with Arturo and I guess the Verve Jazz All-Stars. A couple CDs that I had with like Brecker on it and Arturo and Ed Caillet on tenor, and it's just some of the most burning, incredible horn playing that has probably ever been recorded in that era, man. And that was the big inspiration for me. So thank you all for letting us share it with you tonight. And now here's a little Frank Sinatra song. Beautiful. Well, you make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that you speak, I wanna run and play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon like a toy balloon, because you and I were just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, lots of bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, they're coming, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, because you make me feel so young. Go ahead, Jeremy. Thank you. Settle down, settle down. You and I, we're just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, and we're picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung, bells to be rung, and a wonderful fling to be flung. And even when I'm old and gray, I'm gonna feel the way I do today, because you make me feel so, man, I just feel so. You make me feel so young, so young. Thank you, folks. Shall we get a singer up here? Let's do it. I hear Miss Rachel Avalon is out in the audience. Is this true? I can't see. Rachel? Please come save me. I'm reaching the point of my set where I do impressions. It won't go well. Miss Rachel Avalon, here she comes.
Cool. Hey, I didn't know he could sing. He can sing. And he sings good. No, I can't do that. What are we going to sing, you guys? Oh, great. Can we do Bye Bye Blackbird in the key of C? Thank you.
I'll do the last A section. Make my bed light the light.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Pack up all my care and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me. Sugar's sweet, so is he. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. So I'll make my bed and light the light. I'll be coming home late tonight, blackbird. Bye-bye. sugar sweet, so is he. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. So I'll make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird, blackbird, oh blackbird. Bye bye, bye bye.
Thanks. Thank you. Yeah. Well, Jason asked me if I wanted to sing something up-tempo or a ballad, and I'm going to do something that's both and also in Yiddish. What? Yeah. Can we do Bei mir bist du schön? Yes. And there's that. That's better. Bei mir bist du schön. Did you know that? I sing it in Yiddish. There's an opening verse that's like, of all the boys I've met and I've known some. It should be, and I sing it in C. You don't know this song?
It's an old one, B-E-I.
B-E-I. I'm pretty sure I sing. Of all the boys I've met and I've known some. Okay. No verse? Okay, fine.
Holst du hen, bei mir bist du eine auf der Welt. Bei mir holst du Gitz, bei mir holst du it, bei mir bist du eine auf der Welt. Viel schöne Engle, aber schon gewohnt, nehmen die Kunst von sie alle auf. Bei mir bist du schön. Again, I'll explain. It means that you're the fairest in the land. Shane means that you're grand. Buy me a Mr. Shane again. I'll explain. It means that you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say underbar each language only. Let me tell you how grand you are. I try to explain. By me, Mr. Shane. So kiss me and say you'll understand. So kiss me and say you'll understand. Kiss me and say you'll understand. If I was a rich man, yabba dabba 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 da.
Thank you, Jason. Whoa. Wow. I need more for this guy. Okay. Thank you.
Rachel Avalon. Just had the pleasure of playing with her only a few weeks ago, actually, right here. It was a wonderful show. And we're gonna now feature, we gotta feature Miles on the guitar. This guy can solo, but he's also very tender with a melody. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Right?
Okay, yeah. You want to do that? Yeah, no more blues. I'm going to play.
No more blues. Oh, this is gonna be lovely. Take it away. Miles Jensen, and the rest of the band. We're going to turn to a song that I've heard several vocalists do and instrumentalists, but the first version, I didn't realize this until recently, was sung by a 17-year-old guy named Francis Albert Sinatra. It was his first hit with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra. Anybody know it? I'll Never Smile Again. I'll take it last half on tenor and then I'll sing. We're in C major? C major? 1, 2, 3. I'll never smile again until I smile at you. And I'll never laugh again what good would it do? For those tears would fill my eyes, and my heart would realize that our romance, it was through. And I'll never love again. I'm so in love with you. Speak to me. And I'll never thrill again with somebody new. Within my little heart, I know I will never start to smile again until I smile at you. in love with you. And I'll never, 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 never thrill again with somebody new. Now within my little heart, I know I will never start to smile again until I smile at you. Thank you. 1940, for those of you keeping score. 1940, I'll never smile again. Thank you. You want to do something, Jeremy? Maybe like a trio? I think it's time we keep featuring the family band. Say hello to my nephew, Jeremy Siskin. These are all my children. Here we had Miles. I don't know how we're related. Let's get a little trio piano action here. Maybe the three of you guys. Feature Jeremy on the tune. He says, I'll figure it out.
Jeremy Siskin, Brian Taylor, Miles Jensen, Jason Fabus, Lyman Medeiros. They're going to take a wee short break, give them a little chance. We've got Arturo Sandoval coming up. Yeah. And some other special surprises. So hang tight. We'll be right back.
Yeah, how about that, right? So, since it is Sunday night, we're going to keep things moving. So while these guys take a break, here's something that, how many of you knew that Arturo's life story was told in a movie? A few of you? Yeah, back in 2000. Back in 2000, For Love or Country was the name of the movie, telling Arturo's life story with Andy Garcia playing Arturo. And to this day, they remain friends. And Andy actually played bongos on 2 cuts on this album, Rhythm and Soul, which was kind of cool. Now, in my opinion, and I'm not alone in this, we've got 3 generations of jazz trumpet royalty. Louis Armstrong, Louis, changed the face of the jazz trumpet. What it could do, how it was handled, how it spoke. And then along came Dizzy Gillespie, right? And then, you know, and bebop was born, and the Afro-Cuban jazz, and it's, you know, was it another level? I don't know, but it was definitely the next generation of trumpet royalty in jazz. And then what we also know is that Dizzy had selected his protege, and that was Arturo Sandoval. Generation 3. Now, so there's a really interesting scene in this movie. So we're going to watch it right now. And it's kind of like, and this isn't easy to find. It's hard to find this movie. So we're going to take a peek of it and just sit back and, keep your phones quiet and just watch this because it's really, really cool.
Sonido de mis amores.
Who's coming?
Dizzy Gillespie.
What kind of name is Dizzy?
His name.
You really expect me to get this thing running?
You're the best.
He's better than the best.
I'm not this good. Bury it. That's the wrong size tire.
It's round.
How you doing?
Welcome to Cuba, Mr. Gillespie.
Thank you.
Welcome to the beautiful Havana, sir.
Mr. Gillespie, first thing we're going to do, we're going to tour one of our internationally renowned healthcare facilities.
Well, thank you, but my health don't need caring. Can you take me to Chano Pozo's crib?
Chano Pozo's crib. Chano Pozo.
You don't know who Chano is?
I know who Chano is.
This has nothing to do with you.
No. Hold on a second. Can you take me to his crib?
His crib.